Alright guys, this is just a real quick video on an oil change on a KX450f. These have been the same since '06 basically, and this is one of the simplest bikes to change oil on. It literally is one bolt. If you're just doing a standard change, if you're doing the filter, it's 3 bolts. Real simple and easy. I'm going to do oil and filter and just show you real quick. First thing we got to do, I took the skid plate off mine because I had a aftermarket P3 carbon skid plate which blocks the hole. So I took mine off, and now I'm going to get the drain plug. Now the drain plug is just a 14mm bolt right on the bottom of the motor. You can't miss it. It's the only 14mm bolt down there. I'm not going to take the camera off the tripod and show it to you because literally you can't miss it. So I'm going to take that out and drain the oil right now. Okay, she's draining. Okay, your second bolt under there to drain is just an 8mm, and it's just right in front of that 14mm. So now I'm going to drain it. Now you want those bolts fairly tight, but you know, don't strip them, just use common sense. Okay, now I've got those out. This tool works the best for removing the stock Kawi timing plugs or the oil filler cap. It's made by Motion Pro specifically for it. It's just by far the best. So I'm going to use this to take my cap off, and I'm going to take the oil filter bolts off. Your oil filter cap right here. I think everybody knows where that's at. Just 2 bolts. This can actually be the trickiest part of the whole job. Long bolt from the top, short bolt on the bottom. Sometimes you might have to use, just very delicately, a flathead or something. It's been on there for a while. Just to get the initial pop off. And there you go. Can only go on one way. Now let's get a new oil filter and put it on. If you use a K&N or a high flow air filter, then all the KX450Fs use 112s. Well, maybe they changed it in 16 to 17. This particular model is a 14, but I know at least 6 to 15 uses 112s. We use Maxima Extra 4. We've had great luck with it, been using it for years. I'm not going to get in an oil argument. Use whatever you like. Now, when you're putting this filter cover back on, you got to be super careful and pop it back on with your hand. Don't put the bolts in and let them run it back in. Pop it back in with your hand so it's somewhat even. Then put the bolts in it, because if you don't put it in evenly, then you can tear the O-rings easy. I should have mentioned also that it's always a good idea to warm these things up first. Get the oil warm, it'll all come out a lot easier. You get more of it out. I don't know what the manual calls for now on these things, but we run exactly 1 quart. It's easy. We've had great luck out of it. It's another thing we've been doing for years. So we pour in exactly 1 quart, or what really it's 1 liter. in there. Put our little cap back on. And guys, that is it on a Kawi 450. Does not get much simpler than that. Remember, these oil filler caps do not have to be super tight. Just snug it down a little bit and you're good to go. Thanks, guys.